Kind of see it come together. What are some of the thoughts as you get ready to close in on the football season?
Well, that in fact we're going to kick off on September 3rd, and while we're going to have some things left to be done, we will have a field, we will have seats, we will have safe entrance and exits, we will have restrooms, concessions, and actually, if you feel it up here now, I'm very convinced that we're going to have ventilation and a breeze that people aren't used to here on a warm evening. So we're pretty proud as to how we've been able to progress with the project. I think people will have a good experience, but still they'll need to make sure they get the messaging about coming early. There have been changes, get the easiest and most direct way in and out of the seats, and then be patient with regard to the fact that it's not a finished project. But this time next year when we're sitting here talking, it will be. So I think it'll be a very upgraded experience, and we're ready to go.
Go back to when you took on this project and the vision. How does reality compare to that vision back when you first started?
Well, it's one of those things where you could never have anticipated all that at the end of the day goes into this, all the people who have to work, all the cooperation you have to have, all the dedication of the workers and the folks who put this together. So it's a massive team effort. So I got to tell you, you couldn't have expected everything, but I'm also very pleased with where we are, because I think we're going to deliver something that our fans will be proud of.
But what would you like the game day experience to be like for a Sun Devil fan, a family coming out here and watching the game?
Well, you want to know that it's inviting for all ages, and anywhere you sit in the stadium, you want to know that you are engaged, you're a part of the support, and that it's just a fun and welcoming atmosphere, and hopefully atmospherically more comfortable, particularly in the early part of the season when it's usually hot. I've learned that in my 2 years here. But I think you'll notice that the ventilation and the breeze is real, and so I hope there's comfort and just a lot more for everybody to enjoy here at Sun Devil Stadium.
What was the most challenging aspect of this phase of the construction?
This was a massive undertaking, this phase 2. I don't know the construction lingo per se, but they say trying to preserve some of the old structure and reinforce it and then build around it was very challenging. So they did a nice job in getting it done. So that at times brought some, I don't know what the word is, some angst on my part, as I heard that some of the challenges, early on. We were doing some digging, and all of a sudden there was more substance and depth and breadth to the digging than we had anticipated, and we had to deal with that, but they got through it in good shape. So, but overall, I think we've had a very good result, and I think we'll see that when we kick off on September 3rd.
When the construction on the east side commences, you feel it's going to be just as challenging?
I think we're going to actually have challenges there as well. They always do, I've been told. But I think the plan right now is to go ahead and take it all down, not try to preserve like we did on the west side. And that, at the end of the day, may make it a less challenging project, but nevertheless a challenging one. Because it is what it is. We're building here between these iconic buttes. It's not the easiest way to construct, but Hunt Sunt and our architects, H&TB and Gould Evans, have done a tremendous job. So we expect a splendid result on the east side as well.
Is there any particular aspect of this that gives you most concern?
Well, there's no question, and I think what's going to be different about this is that it's going to be multi-purpose and serve multi-constituents. So we've been saying we want a community asset that's going to be much more than just being able to play 8 or 10 wonderful football games. And so the most exciting part is that this will have a number of uses, not just for other campus units, but for the community. And so that sense of sharing with the community and having this be a full-time venue is very exciting. We still got a lot of work to do, but that concept is very committed to, and that's really exciting.